Good morning, Rochester ALC, and welcome to our special edition of C103 News. I am Cullen.
And I am Jeremiah. Today's newscast is all about a topic that is near and dear to all of us, technology.
We all use it, but sometimes we don't always use it wisely.
That's right. Whether it's texting while driving, posting something we shouldn't on Facebook, or just spending too much time on our phones, sometimes we don't make great decisions when it comes to technology.
Today we are hosting a technology intervention for everyone in the viewing audience. The first story is for anyone who currently drives or anyone who plans on driving in the future.
Do you text? Do you drive? Then this next segment's for you.
Hey dude, you shouldn't text and drive.
5 seconds of texting at 55 miles per hour is the same thing as closing your eyes while crossing a football field. Having your phone out makes it up to 23% more likely that you will crash.
So that wraps it up for us. Be smart and put it away before it puts your life away.
Make sure you put your phones away when you're behind the wheel. It could save your life or someone else's.
Although it might not be life-threatening like texting while driving, posting pictures, status updates on Facebook, Twitter, or other social media can be dangerous to you.
Here's a reminder about watching what you post online.
Have you ever posted something you regret or wanted no one to see? If you have, then you should watch what you post on the internet, because the internet is open to anyone and anybody can see it.
I used to be the star football player at my high school. I had a full scholarship for Michigan State. I had been dating this girl for a while. One day I got mad at her and made the stupid choice of posting these nude pictures she sent to me on Twitter. I realized that I made a mistake, so I tried to take the pictures down, but it was too late. The pictures spread it all over Twitter. The university removed my scholarship offer, and I was expelled from school. Now I don't even know if I'll make it to college.
I used to be a respected teacher until 1 year ago when I was on vacation. I went out with my friends and we were taking lots of pictures and posting them on Facebook. When I got back from vacation, my boss wanted to meet with me about the photos I posted. He said that the photos gave the school a bad image and set a bad example for students. I was forced to resign because of the pictures I had taken.
Now you've seen a couple examples of how posting on social media can affect your personal life. It is clear that our professional and social life are no longer separate, even when we try to make it that way. For example, 91% of employers use social media to screen applicants, but they're not only looking for bad things. 68% were found to have employed someone because of positive impressions from social media. Remember, everything you post represents you.
Make sure to think twice before hitting the post button on social media. Once you put it on there, you can't take it back.
When you're using social media, it's important to remember to think twice about what you write. If you wouldn't do it or say it in person, you shouldn't do it online either.
That goes for interacting with people. Cyberbullying has become a bigger and bigger problem with so many forms of social media, and it can be just as damaging as bullying someone in person.
Hey ALC, we're here to discuss a very special problem. As you know, bullying really happens, but we're discussing a special type of bullying as it occurs 24/7 and is very difficult to get away from. Cyberbullying, in case you didn't know, cyberbullying is the use of technology to harass, threaten, or intimidate someone. And here are some stories of people who have lived through them.
Hi, I'm here with Bailey and we're going to talk about her experience. How was your experience?
My experience was I used to get bullied all the time for being short, which I still am, and also for not having a chest, as you can see. I also used to get bullied because I told people that I was coming to the ALC, and of course everybody in mainstream schools had to start the rumor that I'm pregnant, so I got cyberbullied a lot on Facebook, always being told I was a whore and all that other stuff. And yeah.
How did that make you feel?
It affected me big time. I got really depressed for a while, like really bad. I had a lot of stuff going on. I turned to doing some habits I probably shouldn't have. But with time, I kind of got through it. I mean, it still followed me while I was here a little bit, but it's pretty much cleared up. And with all of my friends and family that I have, kind of helped me out with that.
How did you overcome that?
I don't know. I learned to deal with it. I learned to not listen to what people said. I also had therapy, so that helped a little bit. Yeah, and kind of just learning to realize I am who I am. People are gonna no matter where you go, people are gonna judge you. People are gonna say stuff about you, but you need to learn to not really ignore it, but kind of just push them aside, and because you know who you are, they don't. So.
All right, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm here with Bianca, and we're going to talk about her experience. So, how was your experience?
It was pretty horrible. I just had people telling me that I was worthless and I was ugly, and people were telling me that I was a shitty person. And I had a lot of things going on in my life, I can't really explain them, but people were just telling me that I deserved it and that it was all my fault, and it was just horrible. It was really shitty.
And how did that affect you?
I went through a major depression. I started using drugs and alcohol to fill my void, and I was doing really horrible things to myself, and I was just, I closed myself up. It just affected my life really badly.
And how did you overcome this?
I just realized that it's not worth it. I realized that nobody else determines your happiness, and nobody else can tell you who you are. And I just realized that nobody else's opinion really matters, so.
Well, thank you.
Welcome.
Cyberbullying is closer than you might think. On the bright side, that gives us a better chance to fight and help the victims overcome it. As you've seen, most of these people are very strong, but a supportive friend never hurts. If someone seems down, isolated, or otherwise not them healthy selves, ask them about it. Don't be too pushy. It's not easy to talk about being treated like less than a person than somebody else. Whether your friend wants to talk or not, make sure they know you're there and care. To report cyberbullying, go to cybertipline.com or simply someone you trust.
Again, think twice before you post. Once you post something online, it's out there forever, even if you delete it.
Or our last story is one that will really hit home for a lot of our viewers.
Cullen, you might need to repeat that. I bet a lot of viewers are too busy staring at their phones to pay attention.
I said this next story will really hit home for a lot of our viewers.
That's right. So put down your phones, pay attention to this next story.
If you have an addiction to this,
get off your phone, look up at the screen. This segment's for you.
Alright guys, I'm here today with Alan Sambolite. Alan, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty good too. Do you use your phone a lot, Alan?
Yes.
What are your favorite apps to use?
Facebook, Twitter, and Snapchat.
It's pretty cool. Do you think that your phone usage is affecting your overall academic performance?
No, because I don't use my phone in class unless if it's urgent.
That's cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi guys, I'm here with Austin. Austin, how are you?
I am good.
Okay, and we're here to ask you about phone addiction. So, first off, what are your favorite apps on your phone?
I'd say Facebook and Instagram.
Alright. So with those social networks, how often do you use them? Do you use them pretty often?
I use them every day.
Every day? So how, on a scale from 1 to 10, how?
8.
8? All right. And do you feel like your phone addiction is affecting your life or your school?
I'd say yeah, because I am on my phone in class when I'm not supposed to be, so I get in trouble.
Do you feel like you would like to change that?
Yeah, I would.
All right. Thank you, Austin.
Hi, I'm here with Brooke and answer a few questions about phone addiction. Do you think you have addiction to your phone?
Yeah, I'm always on it, all the time.
Alright, and what networks do you typically use on your phone?
Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
Right. And I actually did see her have a little meltdown before this interview because she couldn't find her phone in her pocket.
It's in a different pocket.
So yeah, that's something interesting, and I think she is addicted to her phone. Thank you.
Addicted.
For today's statistics on the C103 News, most teens during their Saturday and Sunday will spend 20 hours on their phone. Teens will spend 2,322 hours on their phone a year. And that altogether, folks, is 97 days.
All right, guys, that wraps up everything about phone addiction in our school and about your neighboring students with their addictions. Hopefully this changes your perspective on phone usage.
C103.
Thanks, team. With some partying words about technology usage, here's the man in charge, Mr. Zebart.
Hello, students and staff. Today, what I want to make all of our students and staff aware, I know the staff are aware, but for sure make students aware of, is the use of the computers at school and what you're agreeing to when you log on to a computer. I don't know how many of you have paid attention, but when you log on to a computer, there's the Internet Appropriate Use Policy comes up, and you click OK every time you log in. And when you click OK, what you're saying is that whatever I do on the computer, the school district has the right to go in and look at it. So if you're on your Facebook page, if you're doing things on different websites, playing games, the school district has the right, because you're using a school district computer, to go in and track that stuff. And you okayed it. But so what I want to make students aware of is using the school district's computer should be used for school purposes only. It shouldn't be used for personal things, shouldn't be used for going on Facebook, shouldn't be using those kinds of things, because once you click OK, I, as your principal, have the right to call you in and look at your Facebook page because you agreed to that. So something to think about as you're using the school district's computers to do those things. Thanks.
That does it for this special edition of C103 News.
I hope you learned something from this episode and are able to make some changes because of it.
Let's all go on a technology detox and spend more time tuning in into the people actually sitting next to us. And when you do use your technology, make sure you're being smart with it.
OMG, man.